Okay, so welcome everyone to the Microsoft Excel for beginners training, which will be facilitated by myself. My name is Nelson Achelemwa, and I'm glad to have you all join this training today. Okay, so it's going to run for 4 weeks, starting from today, of course, starting at 7 p.m. for the next 3 Sundays, today and the next 3 Sundays. It's going to be very interactive. More of us sharing. It's more of us sharing. So at any time, please feel free to unmute yourself. Feel free to unmute yourself and maybe ask a question or answer a question. If there's something that you don't understand, please feel free to stop me at any point in time and ask your question. As I already said, my name is Nelson Achelemwa, and one fun thing about me is that I like to play basketball. And what I hope to get from this training is that by the end, each and every one of you should have a mastery of the fundamentals of Excel. That is what I hope to get, and also that as I teach you in the process, I get to improve on my knowledge in this skill as well. Okay, so what shall we cover during this training? Okay, so basically, like I said, it's going to run for 4 weeks, and in each of these weeks, starting from the first week, we shall look at the installation of Excel. But actually, we did that already in preparation, so we're not going to do that. Then we'll study the Excel interface. We'll see basic data entry and formatting. Then on the second week, we'll look at some basic formulae and functions in Excel, different number formats. On the third week, we'll see how to use quick analysis, sorting and filtering. And on the last week, we'll see how to save and print your work, how to use Excel add-ins, how to find and use custom templates. And at the end of each session, we have a short quiz to just test, to test your knowledge, to test what you've learned during each session. Okay, so Patience says she loves listening to music, and I would love to improve my Excel skills by the end of this training. Okay, that's great. Hopefully by the end we shall get that done. Okay, so before we start, I always like us to exercise our brains a little, to get our brains in the mood for what is coming next. So I have an easy riddle for you guys. So where does today come before yesterday? Where does today come before yesterday? Oh, yeah, case is in the dictionary. Yep, and that's right. Yep, so today comes before yesterday in the dictionary because the letter T comes before the letter Y. Good job. All right. So what is Microsoft Excel? As I said earlier, it's going to be very interactive. So please feel free to unmute yourselves and respond, or you can also drop your answer in the chat. What according to you is Microsoft Excel?
Yes, Excel is a software for calculation. That's what I think.
Okay. Wow, interesting. And you have a point there. All right. Any other person wants to try? All right. So, like as Patience said, it is a software, and it is used for calculations. So it was developed by Microsoft Corporation, and it is not a standalone application. It is actually part of a package called Microsoft Office. Okay, so that package includes other software like PowerPoint, like this. That's what I'm using now. PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Access, Microsoft Outlook, Microsoft InfoPad, and there are several other software in that same package. So Excel is made up of spreadsheets, what is called spreadsheets. So a spreadsheet is essentially, an array of rows and columns. Okay, it's an array of several rows and columns, and each row and column intersects in what is called a cell. Okay, so for those of you who did biology, you may remember that a cell is the basic structural and functional unit of a living organism. So in a similar manner, a cell is the basic structural and functional unit of Excel. All right, so each cell, that in each cell, okay, that's where you enter a unit of information or data, and that data can be of any form. It can be of any form. It could be a number, it could be a text, it could be a date, it could be time. Okay, so there are different data formats which we will learn. So what are the different applications of Excel? Like what are the different ways in which Excel can be used that you know of?
Excel can be used to store data.
Yeah, that's true. Very good. Any other answers? Any other person? You can also use the chat. You can also type your responses in the chat. I don't know who said that. Is it the Sufu who said that? I think anyway. All right. So yeah. So Excel can be used for data entry, data management. It's used to store data. You can store data as someone just said earlier. It can be used. It's generally used often for accounting and bookkeeping, financial analysis. It is used for programming as well, for creating charts, graphs. It is used for task and time management. That is things project management, basically project management, and it's also used in financial modeling, customer relationship management. Okay, so there are several other uses of Excel. Okay, this list is not exhaustive. Okay, so we'll get now into the Excel user interface. This is how the Excel interface looks like. We are just going to highlight a few of the parts of this interface. Okay, starting from the top, we have the Home tab. The Home tab is the most popular, the most used tab in Excel. Okay, it contains the main functions. Then we have, still at the top, we have the ribbon. The ribbon is this green portion here. Okay, which contains the tabs as well as the name of the spreadsheet, the name of the file, and as well as other important buttons up here. We have the formula bar. As the name indicates, that's where you can edit a formula in a cell. Okay, you can select the cell, then you can use this bar to edit a formula in that cell or to add a new formula in that cell. And just by that, we have a button, the button which is denoted by FX here, which is the insert function button. That is the button that you use if you want to insert an Excel inbuilt function. That is a function that is already inbuilt in Excel. Okay, that's where you can use that button and you open a window where you can select the function. Then here at this point here we have the select all button. Okay, I don't know if you guys remember the question I once asked on our platform. That is, how can you select all the cells in a spreadsheet in a single click? Okay, so it's by clicking on this select all button that you can select all the cells in the spreadsheet. And at the top here we have the different columns. So columns are denoted using letters of the alphabet, starting from A and going upwards. And on this side, we have the rows. Okay, so the rows are denoted using numbers. And as I earlier said, please feel free to stop me at any time if if you need more clarification on something. Then right here we have the cell box name. This is basically where when you select each cell, the name appears here. And who knows how cells are named in Excel? Who knows how cells are named? Like how do you what logic is used to name a specific cell? Yes, go ahead. Feel free to unmute yourself. Hope. Feel free to unmute yourself.
Column and row, like the first box, you name it as A1.
Exactly. Okay, so it is the intersection of
okay, the column and the row.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for that. All right,
Yeah.
so a cell name is basically the column letter and the row number, as
It's like A1 or
you rightly
A2.
said. Yep, exactly.
It's like voice is Zoom.
All right, thank you. Okay, then at the bottom here we have the sheet selector buttons. That is where you can switch from one sheet to another, and you can then you can use the new tab button to add a new sheet, or that's if you do need new sheets. And still at the bottom here, we have the view buttons. You can switch from different views, and you can equally zoom in or zoom out. Okay, so that's just like a big picture of the Excel interface. So right now we are going to see it in action. Okay, so this is the Excel interface here. Okay, so yeah, so basically I was showing the main parts I was talking. Okay, the ribbon with the name of the workbook, the main buttons. Then we have the home tab. We have the formula bar button where you can exit formally. You can enter formally. Then we have the insert function button, which we saw. Okay, when you click on this button, it opens this. Okay, and you can insert. You can search for any function that you want. You can select the category here. Then we have the columns. Okay, the columns indicated by letters, and we have the rows indicated by numbers. We have the cell box name, which shows the name of each cell. Then we have at the bottom here we have the different tabs. Okay, so you can switch from one tab to another. Then we have the viewing buttons here. You can switch from one view to the next. This is the normal view which we are using now. This is the page break view. And so this is the page layout view, then the page break view. Okay, so then this is the zoom. Okay, you can zoom in or zoom out. All right. Okay, so hold on, I think I should share my screen. So, all right. Okay, so we are going to continue with the next part. Okay, so we've looked at the main tabs in Excel. Who remembers some of the tabs in Excel? The tabs, that is the tabs at the top.
Home.
Yeah, this home. What else?
Developer.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, yes. There's a home tab, yes, cases, home tab, formula tab. Okay. The ribbon is actually what holds the different tabs. Okay. All right. That's nice. Thanks for sharing. Okay, so we have of course, the home tab, which is the most popular, which contains the main features, things like formatting. There's conditional formatting. There's the font manipulation, alignment, font size, and stuff like that. Merging cells and stuff like that. Okay, then the insert tab is the next one. That is where you insert objects. You insert things like images, links, shapes, charts, and other cool stuff. Then the third one is the page layout tab, where this is basically where you modify the design of the spreadsheet. Okay, the background, the theme color, the fonts, the orientation, and other stuff. Then the formula tab. Okay, this is, as the name indicates, that is where you insert. That's where you manipulate functions, you do calculations, error checks, and all whatnot. Then the data tab. This is where you manipulate data. Okay, so the main things that are done here are filtering and sorting of data, and there are other things that you can do as well. Then the review tab, that is for for proofing, for comments. That's where you can enter comments. You can track changes, translation, and all whatnot. Then the view tab. This is where you can change the viewing options. You can zoom in and zoom out, and then this one equally has macros. Okay, that's some advanced stuff. And yeah, so these are the basic tabs, but there are other tabs depending on the version of Excel that you have. Okay, like what Isufu said, the developer tab. Okay, those are advanced tabs, you know. But these ones are the basic ones. All right, so it's time for a short quiz to test what we've learned so far. Are you guys ready? Okay, so it's just 3 questions. Okay, so the first question: where is the select all cells button found?
At the top. Is it left or right? Top left corner of the spreadsheet.
Good. Okay, yeah, it's at the top left-hand corner. So specifically above row 1 and to the left of column A. Good job. Okay, so question. So which tab is the most commonly used?
It's home.
Yeah, so yeah, I didn't quite hear you well, but I think you said
Yes,
home.
I think it's home.
All right, yeah, so it's the home tab. Good job. All right, and the third question: what is the row and column of cell M13?
Yeah, the the line is 13 and the row is M.
Okay. Oh, come again.
I said the line.
It's that the row. You mean the
line
row?
is 13 and the column is M.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So row 13, column M.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, column row. Yeah. Good job. All right. Okay. So we'll move on now to do some basic data entry and formatting. Okay. We'll see how to create a new workbook. Then enter data, basically by typing, applying borders, shadings, you know, highlighting cells, merging and unmerging cells, and we'll equally see some other basic formatting tricks. All right, so now would be a good time to open Excel your device. All right, okay. Let's go ahead then. Okay, so data entry is as the name says, okay, basically entering data. Okay, you enter data basically by typing, you know, like in this case, letter, number. So A1, B, 2, C, 3, Z, 4, E, 5. Okay, so just something like this. Okay, that's basically data entry. That's basically data entry. Okay, so when you enter data, there's some things that you can do with it. Okay, you can manipulate the fonts. Okay, all right. So this is where you change the fonts. Okay, by default it's often Calibri. Okay, so you can change the font if you want. Okay, to something else. All right, you can change the font to something else. You can increase the size increase the font size if you want. Okay, that's totally up to you. Okay, so that's basically font manipulation. All right, you can change the font size, you can change the font type. This is not a good one. Okay, you can put it in bold, italics. Okay, you can underline. Okay, stuff like that. Okay, so that's basically font manipulation. All right, then the next thing is alignment. Okay, so alignment is basically how the content is positioned, itself. Okay, so there's generally three types. There's align left, this center, and then there's right. Okay, so you can switch, between the different ones as you wish. And then and also, let me see. Okay, so you can equally do alignment with at the level of the that's horizontally. You can equally do horizontal alignment. Okay, by default it is at the bottom. Okay, so you can also put it in the middle of the cell or at the top. All right. Okay, so this one is hardly used, but you get the point. All right, so then of course the other things you can do are copying, pasting, cutting. Okay, so to copy, generally you use Control C, Control V, or if you like to right click, you can right paste it. Okay, or you can also cut. Okay, cut is Control X. Okay, so you can cut, that is to displace it from where it was. All right, then what if I want to convert this, if I want to convert this column into a row, what should I do? All right.
I think you will need to get into the column, and then you drag it, you select it, and then you drag it to form the shape that you want to come out with. And when it's given, you then let the cursor off.
Okay, interesting. All right, so what is suggested is definitely something that could be done, but in this case, that it's not going to produce a result. Okay, so what you need to do in this case is you copy it. Okay, you copy it. All right, and then you go to where you want to paste it. Then you right click, and then you select paste spatial. Okay, select paste spatial. Then you do transpose. Okay, you check transpose. Transpose, yes. Okay, so it's going to convert this column into a row. Okay, I don't know if that people that I'm sure that people would take a math here. Okay, so the transpose of a matrix, okay, is basically converting either it converts rows to columns and columns to rows. Okay, so that's basically what the transpose does. Transpose, okay. So that's how you can convert rows to columns easily. If I can do it for this. See, I right click paste spatial, it does this. All right. Any questions? Any questions so far?
Yes, Mr. Nelson, would you mind to do the same exercise again, please? Okay. It didn't
all right, so,
sync.
Okay. All right. So you select all, and then to copy, you can either use Control+C, or you can right click and copy. Okay. And then you go to where you want to paste it. Okay. You right click, you select, you click on paste special. Paste special. Okay, then when it opens this window, you check transpose. Okay, you check transpose, then okay.
Wow. Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right. So from there, what else can you do for formatting? Okay, you can apply borders. So where you apply borders here. This is where you apply borders. Okay. I mean, there are different kinds of borders. You can put all borders, for example. Okay. Or I mean, you can put no border. All right. You can put just stick outside borders. Okay. So I mean, depending on what you want. Okay. Or you can put just inside borders. Where is that? Where is that one? Anyway, yeah. So that's it about borders. And then for shadings, that's basically coloring a cell. There are times when you may want to. Okay, yes. Please go ahead.
I would like to know, what if you want to convert a row into a column? Is it possible also?
To convert a row into a column?
Yeah. Do you use the same method?
Yes, use the same method. Okay. Yes, use the same method. For this, for example, yes, you say if I copy this, okay, and this special transpose, it converts it to a row. So it's
okay.
reversible.
Okay, thank you.
The transpose is reversible, yes.
Thank you.
Welcome. Yeah. Okay, so for shading, you basically, it's basically coloring a cell. There are times when you may want to color cells, okay, because it helps you to better read what is present. Okay, based on a specific code that you have. Let's say maybe generally green is good. Okay, green is generally good. Okay, so when you see green, when you see things in green, okay, you know that these things are good. Okay, when you see red, okay, you know that it's bad. Okay, so that's basically why you may want to do shading. Okay, so that when you open your spreadsheet and you just at a glance you can see what you may want to, like, just focus on the red stuff. Okay, maybe to solve issues. There could be issues, for example, that you need to solve, or I mean, so that's basically like the whole idea of shadings. All right. Is merging cells. Okay, so there are times when you may want to merge several cells. That's generally when you have maybe something is too long to enter inside one cell. This is a very long statement. Okay, so you may want to, like, merge these 3 cells, for example, so that all of it can fit. Okay, that's how you could use merging. Okay, so there are different ways in which you can merge. Okay, so you can merge, merge and center, merge across. So merging across is like row-wise. Okay, so it merges the cells row-wise. Okay, and then you can equally unmerge them. And one thing you should know is that you cannot apply, when merging, it will retain just the value of this cell here. Okay, so if I merge all of these cells here, I will lose all of this. Okay, so if I merge this, okay, so it actually wants me that it will keep just the upper left value and discard the other values. Okay, so it's something that you need to be careful with. Okay, because when you unmerge, you lose everything. Okay, the other it's no longer there. All right. Okay. Another thing too is wrapping text. Okay, so wrapping text is basically making sure that making sure that a text that is long fits that is basically sending the text below. It's good for me to illustrate it. I'll use this is a very long statement. Okay, so if I click on wrap text, okay, so it basically based on the dimensions of the cell, it just brings it under so that you can see everything. It fits just in this specific way. Okay, you can also increase it, and depending on how you increase the width, okay, it spaces up. Okay, so you may want to use that, you may not want to use that. That's up to you. Then okay, so now I have this cell, for example, here that is shaded in green. And let's say I have another cell, I have other cells here, okay, with these values. Okay, so what is the shortest way in which I can apply the formatting that is on this cell, on this other cell? Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry about that. I'll try to reduce my speed. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah. So, any idea? So, if I want to apply the formatting that is here on this other cell very fast, how can I do it? Okay. So basically, what you use to do that, you use what is called the format painter. Okay, so you can right click here. Then this is the format painter. Click on format painter and you apply it on these other cells. Okay, so it's a shortcut for you to apply to duplicate formatting without having to go through all the different steps. You could equally also get it from here. Okay, you could also select here, then click this, and then apply it here. Okay, so that's another way that you can use it. This is the format painter tool here. Okay, so those are the two ways. And lastly for today, okay, so as you can notice here, these values here are hidden. Okay, so who knows why they are not visible?
Maybe the pasting format has an issue, does not align to the text.
Okay. All right. And any other person?
I think they have been coded.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Okay. So the reason why they are not visible is because they are too long. It's because they are too long for this for the width of this, for the length of the cell. Okay, they are too long. Okay, so in order to see them, you need to increase the width of the cell. Now to see them, you need to increase the width of the cell like this. Okay. Okay, so you need to increase, in order to see them, you need to increase the width of the cell. But then, what if you had several of them? Okay, because it's one way to do it like this. Okay, you can increase it. You can increase by holding it. You can do it one by one. Okay, but I mean, what if you have if you have, for example, 100 of columns like that, it's clear that it's going to take a long time for you to be doing it one by one. Okay, so who has an idea of, you know, a way to do it fast, to do it faster?
Could it be that you go to page layout and increase the size of your rules?
Okay, that's a good suggestion. Okay, so you could actually do that. You could actually do that. But doing this too is also going to take a long time. Okay, so there's a shortcut that you can use. Okay, so what you can do is you can just select the columns. Select the columns and double click here. That is when you come to this edge. Okay, you see that is the mouse sign changes to, you know, this yeah. So you double click. Okay, double click and it does it very fast. Okay, so it adjusts it automatically to what you want it to be. You do the same thing here. You do the same thing here. Okay. Okay, so you could just select all. You could just select, you know, all columns and do that. Okay, you see that it expands everything. Okay, to fit the way, depending on the longest, you know, the longest entry you have. All right. Yeah. So that's it for the basic data entry and formatting for today. And any questions?
Please, first of all, thank you very much for this initiative. I think acquiring skills in Excel in our generation, especially free of charge, is such a very great advantage to have.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Notwithstanding, I am afraid to say that the steps were too fast, and like, first of all, understanding the content, like mastering everything, taking it anew would not be a bad thing, because all the things you've done, if I have to go back and do it myself, I would take a lot of time to sort out where all the steps were gotten, and equally knowing what to do and when.
Okay.
Is for me a problem.
All right. Okay.
Once more, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your feedback. And that's very important. That is why the sessions have been recorded. Okay, so that you can go through it even later on. You can go through them even later on and practice on your own.
Okay.
Yes. So with the recording, I believe you should be able to practice the different things. Yeah, so I hope that helps.
That's nice. That's going to help.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for your feedback. Okay, so
I've got a question.
Yeah,
I've got a question, please.
Yeah, sure.
Is it foreseen for the whole Microsoft program to be taken in the future, starting from Word?
It is possible. It is possible. We will definitely take that into advisement.
That would not be a bad idea, because most of the functions, like on most of the functions in Excel, they're already into Microsoft, into Word, and
Yes.
starting from Excel is like starting the ladder from from on top, right?
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, it's true. I guess we started, based on
The demand.
the demand. Yes, based on like what is like more technical.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course, you can apply most of this, especially things like the formats, and you can apply them in Word as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. I mean, yeah. But as you said, we'll definitely, take that into advisement. Take that into advisement. Thank you again very much.
You are welcome.
Yeah. All
I
right.
should be the one
Okay.
thanking you.
Yeah. So.
Hello, Mr. Nelson.
Sorry, did someone say something? Okay. So. Okay.
Hello, Mr. Nelson.
Oh yes. Hello.
Yes, I just want to appreciate the eloquent presentation of the introductory part of Excel today. I must say I'm really very grateful to have been in attendance. But please, I would just like to beg that this concept of merging and unmerging cells in Excel be elaborated a little bit.
It's been more. Okay.
Yes, yeah, because I've seen information in some places on Excel being presented in a more, how can I put it, in a more captivating way, even by using text. Yes, maybe by merging cells and typing in text before adding the information that needs to be entered. So I'd like to beg
Okay.
that maybe, yeah,
Okay.
in the course of revision, yeah, we can lay a little bit more emphasis on, yeah, merging a wide range of cells and presenting information on it. I'll be grateful. Thank you very much.
Okay. You're welcome. Do you want me to do that now, like a little bit?
Yes, I think if it's possible. I'll be very grateful.
Okay. Let's consider this for example. Let's say if I copy this here, paste it here. Okay, and okay. Let's say in this case I want okay, so this is, let's say, category, for example, category, and this is value. Okay. And as you can see, the categories are repeating. Okay, the categories are repeating. So I want to like put them together. Okay, and then merge the cells so that I have just one category. Are you following up to there?
Yes, I am following.
Okay. So what I'll do first of all is that I'll try to bring them together. I guess okay. So I'm going to do something here that is which I've never thought. So okay, boom. Okay, let me not do that for now. Okay, so I'll move this. This one. I'll bring it down here. Then I'll delete this. Okay, so I have all of them together. I have domestic activity, I have working, studying, and I have socializing. You see? Okay, so with that now, it will be made to have just one of these. What do I do? What is the next step?
I think you can, yeah, as the cells have been rightly selected, you can go to merge and center, and then you choose merge across. Which other one? Let's see.
Yeah. If you take merge across, it's not going to like leave just one value. Okay, so I need to use merge and center so that it will eliminate the two other values. You see, if I do merge across, it will remain the same because it's merging row wise. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's merging row wise, so it keeps yeah. Like for example here, okay, if I do merge, no, let's do that for now. But you get the point. So when you do merge across, it merges row wise. So I have to use either merge and center or merge cells. Okay, so I say merge and center. Okay, so it keeps just this one. See?
Okay.
Then I do the same for this. Okay, so this one I don't need to merge this since it's a low. Okay. All right, so we have something like this. Okay, so right now I can, to make this look more presentable, I can align it. Okay, I can use the middle align. Yeah. Okay, to make it look nicer. Yes, something like this. Yeah, so that's what I could do for this on such short notice. I hope it explains the concept a little bit better.
Yes, Mr. Nelson, I think it adds more value to what was already explained. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. All right. Okay, so we've come to the end of the section. Okay, so as usual, like I said, we have our quiz. Okay, on this data entry, just 3 questions. All right. So question 1, what 2 keys can you use to move from one cell to, didn't do that. Okay, okay, let me just ask, what 2 keys can you use to move from one cell to the next? That is 2 keyboard keys. If you want to move from one cell to the next, what keyboard keys can you use?
Right click or left click. The right or the left arrow buttons.
Yeah, exactly. You can use the right or left arrow buttons. Which other ones?
The up or the down button.
Yeah, up or down, yeah. Okay, that's good. Okay, so you can use that. I didn't think of those, but okay, so you can use enter or tab. Yeah, but as you rightly said, you can also use up, down, left, right. Okay, that's also correct. You're right, that's also correct. All right. Okay, so question 2. What are the different ways that you can merge cells? Okay, we just saw that now.
So by selecting the material we want to merge and then applying the functions that shall be selected from the toolbar.
Okay. All right. So you can merge and center. As we see, you can merge and center. That is, it merges and keeps just one value. Okay, so merge and center and merge cells are similar. Okay, then we can also merge across. That is row-wise. Okay, so it merges cells in different in different columns on the same row. It puts them all in one long cell. Okay, that is merging across. Okay, those are the different ways you can merge. Then the last question. This was 3. Okay, so what is an easy way to replicate the formatting of a cell on other cells?
Copy and paste.
Yeah. So an extent that will help. But the problem is that when you copy and paste, it copies the value. But what you want to do is just to copy the formatting. The format, that is the formatting, like in terms of, let's say maybe the cell is in is certain fonts with a certain size, it is in italics, it is underlined. So you want just to take the format and apply it to another cell that doesn't have that format.
Sorry, it's more than.
Okay, so we equally saw it. We equally just saw it now. It is the format painter. Use the format painter tool. Yes. Okay, so is this okay? What did you get? Okay, let's say maybe this cell. Yes. Okay, so I click on this and then I click format painter. It copies the format and then it applies the format here.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yep. That's it.
I do not understand the context. Sorry.
That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. I hope you've understood now.
Yeah.
All right. Good. All right. So that brings us to the end of the session today.
Thank you very much, and more grease to your elbows.
You're welcome, and thank you all for joining, for staying to the end.
Thank you.
Thank you all for staying to the end. All right, and see you next week, same time, 7 p.m.
Okay.
Yes, for the next lesson. And